News Corp, Apple, Coca-Cola, AIG. They're some of the best-known brands in America and now part-owned by the Chinese.
The portfolio looks like the type of portfolio that I might buy.
Despite the economic crisis, China has been on a shopping spree, scouting the globe for investments in commodities, bonds, and companies. In a surprise filing to the Securities and Exchange Commission, China's sovereign wealth fund, known as the China Investment Corporation, disclosed a detailed list of its U.S. stock holdings for the first time.
About $30 million invested in Citigroup, $15 million in AIG, $9 million in Coca-Cola, $6 million in Apple, $4 million in media giant News Corp. More than $9 billion in some 60 companies.
Some of these companies we were talking about were on their knees not so long ago and still have some serious issues. And here China is coming in to perhaps make them a little bit stronger.
In the past, the Chinese have faced a backlash when trying to take control of a U.S. company. A high-profile example, a failed bid by Chinese oil giant CNOOC for Unocal. The Chinese now appear to be taking smaller stakes.
We've seen a shift in the way China is ready to invest in the rest of the world. Clearly, it's come up against obstacles and trying to take majority stakes in what are considered to be strategic companies. And what we've seen over the last year or so has been a tendency to buy instead minority stakes that don't come up against those same obstacles.
The SEC filing also shows an emphasis on diversification, investments in mining, and emerging markets. This document provides a rare peek into a sovereign wealth fund. Governments, including China, Singapore, and the UAE, have faced criticism for the secrecy of their investment vehicles.
I think China recognizes that if it wants to continue to invest, particularly in the developed markets, such as the United States, it needs to be more open.
A step towards public disclosure, but still only 3% of the $300 billion the CIC invests around the world. Eunice Yoon, CNN, Hong Kong.